Hi everybody. So this is going to be my third video on the construction of the Guillows P40. Today is November 28th, Friday, November 28th. I completed the cockpit. I only have the pilot left to glue in place. It's pretty damn good for a kit of that size. So yeah, that is completed. I'm not going any further with this. There's already enough details. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna start laying up the wings, and just before I put the parts and show you where I'm going with this, I'm definitely going to have 4-channel on this. I always have 4-channel on my small models. There is a scale outline for the aileron on the plan. It's the only reference I have, so I have to consider that accurate. But yeah, that would be the bottom line, and that would be the top line of the aileron. I'm gonna use that stringer instead. This stringer location is going to be my hinge line for the aileron. It's gonna be a little bit off scale if that line is scaled, but I just don't care. Nobody will notice that. And for some reason, this line is probably 90 degree with the flap here, the flap hinge line, but it makes the aileron out of square with the stringer. So I draw a new line here, and that's the line I'm going to use to separate the aileron from the wing. So I'm going to put the component in place, but I will skip those ribs, and I'm going to show you where I go with this. I'm going to install pieces of balsa underneath that stringer. That's going to serve as a like the front, the trailing edge, the new trailing edge of the wing where the aileron will attach. So I'm going to lay out a few components, cut a few pieces of wood, and I'll get back to you and show you this. By the way, a lot of the balsa parts in those kits are way too heavy, and you have to be very careful. I have some new leading edges. The leading edges supplied with the kit are just crap for a kit of that size. It's way too heavy, way too stiff. And the ribs, I had one sheet of balsa for the die cut ribs was okay, but the other one was so hard that the die cut didn't go through it totally because it was too hard balsa, and it adds some unnecessary weight. So I didn't use them. I've cut my own, and I will alternate one of the kit rib that is a little bit heavier than the ones I made. My balsa is lighter, so I'm gonna alternate one from the kit, one from my balsa stock, one from the kit, and same thing on the other side. So it's gonna balance the weight of the wing, and it's gonna be lighter than if I had used the ribs from the die cut supplied with the kit. So I'll lay out the parts and keep on working on that video. Back to the wing. Here is how it looks now. This rib is glued. The wing's aileron trailing edge is glued with this rib. And the F3 rib, which is this one, is glued. All the other ones are not glued, and they were just fitted properly. They were cut. I saved the back ends to build the aileron. So the aileron's leading edge will be a 1/8 of an inch balsa piece here, and I will use the remainder of those ribs to build the aileron, and then I will cut the wing's trailing edge and free up the aileron from the wing's construction. So it's going pretty good. I'm gonna glue the ribs now, add the stringers, and complete the building. And before I pin out, before I take off the wing from the building board, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Back to the wing panel. It's now mostly completed. Everything is glued. You can see the aileron where I will have to separate. I have to separate here and here in between these 1/16 balsa pieces. The aileron's leading edge is a 1/4 inch light balsa wood that will be sanded on a bevel on the bottom to prevent room for the movement of the aileron, like the usual thing. So before I unpin it from the board, I will do a light sanding here just to make sure the top of the wing and the contour of the aileron is just up to the airfoil of the airplane. And then I will remove it from the board, sand the wing tip and so on. I will assemble the right wing panel, and then I will do the 3 ribs in the center, and I will join both wings together before I fit them onto the fuselage. So this is the look of the left wing panel on the board. I'm just going to sand the panel and remove it from the board. I have now completed the wing assembly. Each wing panels with the aileron cut and hinge were a little bit over 8 grams. I had my scale was reading 8 grams per wings, but when I put both of them on the scale, it was like 17 grams. So they were very close to 8.5 grams per wing. Now the total assembly is 19 grams. I'm very satisfied with this. There will be a few extra parts. In the kit they supply some kind of plastic piece that goes here to support the landing gear, but I'm gonna change that. I'm really gonna put a small piece of plywood to go across the wing and support my landing gear. There will be some holes to make to run the wires for the servos. There's gonna be 2 micro servos in there. And I will need to remove the stringers, the 2 stringers up here and a part of the F1 rib. That is because my my tub for the pilot is a little bit deeper than the where the wing is supposed to sit on the fuselage. So as far as the length goes, the wing fits, but it just, those 2 stringers are bumping against the tub for the pilot. So I'm gonna make a basic modification here so that the fuselage can fit properly onto the wing. I'm okay with this. So far so good. With the components I have built so far, the total weight is now 74 grams. Next step will be to build the rudder, fin, stabilizer and elevator. I'm gonna do that next, and it's gonna do a final assembly of everything, check for every little components. This is gonna be covered with Japanese tissue and dope, nitrate dope. So I need to take care of a few basic things, like around the wing here I might have a few pieces of balsa to support my tissue, because I'm gonna cover this after the plane is assembled, and not like usually you cover the parts and you assemble the plane. I don't want to do that. I also received the motor for that little airplane. Yeah, that's going to be the motor. So I will need to calculate the position of the prop according to the space I have with the plastic cowling. So I will build a small engine mount here, and with this hatch it's going to be very easy to go inside here and put the speed controls and the battery and all the small components like the receiver and all that, bring the wires for the servos. Yeah, but all of this is going to be done after the plane is fully assembled. So that was the video for the wing assembly. Next video I will show you about the elevator and rudder and the final assembly of the wood structure for this little P40. Thanks for watching.